Occupied. The insult of it.
It's more than insulting.
It's salt in the wound. And that is my purview.
I could have daggers in 100 necks by nightfall.
No doubt. But more necks would present themselves tomorrow.
I have other daggers.
Am I interrupting?
Forgive Thea. She gets testy when a contract is delayed.
Neither of you strike me as the bloodthirsty sort.
Our shared enemies deserve our worst.
You want help against the gods. We want Treviso free. We now think they may be the same problem. The occupation has a face. The Antam commander, Keith Lord Butcher Dathrata. But Viago thinks killing him outright is short-sighted.
The Butcher took the city suspiciously fast. Removing him is useless if someone else can repeat that, with the help of gods or something else. Despite it being the outcome, assassination is not about killing, it's about sending a message.
And what message would that be?
The Crows rule Antiva, and Treviso will be free.
Sounds like you think the occupation wasn't just about force.
Cruel as the Butcher is, he didn't break the city with a siege. It was sudden and complete.
Like he had it all mapped. Where to march and what to close off to choke resistance.
He had inside information. Spies?
He had something.
And until we know what it was, killing him isn't the contract.
You're in charge? Antiva has a king.
And the power of a king is enforced by armies. Antiva has no army. It has the Crows.
There's a reason Antivan coins have portraits of guild leaders, not royalty. We're patriots. Crows can't field a battalion, but we protect our nation our way.
The gods care about taking Treviso?
The Butcher wants Treviso. The gods may just want the Antam.
But Antam distrust magic and outright fear demons. They should be enemies.
Power can turn anyone against their own interests, their own people.
Butcher Dothrata. What do you know about him?
The Antam army fractured, split among warlords, and he seems to have kept the most traditional discipline. And the rank and file like it. His numbers keep growing, but the Butcher himself is odd.
Odd how?
He gives daily speeches about how the occupation is somehow merciful. And the way he talks, it's familiar. It's like he thinks he belongs here. And I won't have it.
Helping the Crows helps everyone in the long run. What's the first step to your message?
We have a scout named Dareth. He said he was onto something the Butcher was hiding.
He was in the Drown district, so that's a place to start. Find our Crow and help with his contract.
Find your Crow. Then what?
We break this occupation. We craft the message one step at a time.
And when we finally assassinate the person who leashed Treviso, that death will tell everyone. The Crows rule Antiva, and Treviso will be free. I've noted the location of Dareth and his cousin, Jacobus, in the Drown district. They're always together. Jacobus will be eager to help. Perhaps too eager for one so young.
Can you blame him? We've all lost too much to this occupation.
Almost there. Keep a grip.
A fine evening, is it not, my friends?
Enjoy it. Everyone in Treviso has a right to the streets. King, crow...
The market never stops, even during occupation.
I've always loved market days, except for when they're occupied by Antam.
Cafe later?
Good night.
What's the cue to get away from Anton assholes? Now they're here anyway. So, are you getting used to your new abilities?
I'll be getting used to them forever.
Fair enough.
I just started my carpenter's apprenticeship. Now Uncle and I are on the streets thanks to these Antam.
Well, anyway, fair enough. We can't be sure you're even mortal anymore.
What? I was just exaggerating. What do you mean I might not be mortal? Nev? Nev!
Targets. The streets are thick with Antam. We can take our pick. We can never afford it. Avalanche. The revelers. The drinkers.
I'll rebuild Treviso with my own hands if I get the chance.
Take your shot. Look out! Well, that's done.
Just here for the necessities. Might be a while before we get to eat. Bunch of Antam stopped me on my way to work. Demanded to know who I was and where I was going.
What gives them the right?
So this is Treviso now. Have some hope. The crows haven't given up. They won't last much longer in the Antarctic.
There's a problem.
Don't
worry, it's here in Veilguard centers. Who are you? Just kill all the Antam! They killed Dareth! They killed my cousin! We're under fire! They're weak on the left! Got them!
Nice moves!
That's done. Are you Jacobus?
Dareth, my cousin. They... Please, you have to finish Dareth's contract. It's about the Butcher. My cousin was going to spy on the Butcher. He told me we'd pick up the contract from a dead drop. But then... someone has to finish this for Dareth. Please.
We will. You should get back to the diamond.
I will, just give me a minute.
We should see if Dareth had any information. That note said Dareth should pick up the contract at the usual place across from Tyr and Viago. Just follow the marks. Maybe a mark one crow would leave for another?
I saw something like that on a wall we passed earlier.
Let's go look. That looks like a crow mark. A kind of quick splatter you can throw? That's got to be Dareth's trail. Keep an eye out.
If the Butcher wants Treviso to thrive, he needs to let ships sail freely.
You want meat?
Another mark this way.
I'm glad the market's still open during occupation. It probably helps to feel that some things are still the same.
Almost feels like home.
Would you like to see what we have?
Track down Solus, help stop a ritual. Then I was supposed to go home.
You're not leaving, are you?
If the job's not done, then I'm not either. Consider yourself stuck with me. With the Illuvium working, I can keep an eye on my other cases too. It all pays the rent.
Here's another crow mark.
As I was saying,
It all pays the rent.
you still have your place in Minrathis?
The place is a hat box, but with the deal I got, you don't let that go.
This is where the marks lead. Dareth's contract must be here somewhere. The butcher is making poison. Cormac.
I've heard of it. It does things to your mind. Nothing pleasant.
If I were the butcher, it'd be a good way to keep people in line. The Antom brought in a Cormac master to mix the poison. He's at the garrison. We stop him there before this goes any further. Don't look down. Back on the ground soon. Take him out, quick! We're in. Let's find the comic master.
Better be ready. Coming at range. Time to clean up.
Rook takes credit there. Good to go. Got through that.
Outsider, time to test my gift. I am will made flesh, so much flesh. I am will made flesh, so much flesh. Finally, what the butcher denies has come to me. I will prove my word.
I'm here on behalf of the crows, poisoner.
Poison. You face the gift of the gods.
Ready to go again.
Oh!
looking good, Rook.
It's done. The Karmic Master's dead.
Good. It's good.
First things first. Let's destroy the rest of the poison. Then we figure out what was going on here. That's the last of the poison, thankfully. Let's look for anything else that explains what's happening. Wait. This note says that wasn't all the Carmec. The Butcher's angry because some went missing.
Who got their hands on it?
No idea. But the note does mention the Butcher's inside traitor. The occupation had help. Tyr and Veilguard need to know they were right.
Are you out of your minds?
Someone had to act.
They most certainly did not! I told you crows to stay out of this!
Out of what? Defending our home?
If we had a stronger civil government instead of a bunch of circus criminals, the Antam wouldn't have a foothold in the first place!
You're responsible for the city?
This is Governor Evenchi. They have concerns.
My concern is how you've endangered the city.
We're defending Antiva.
These protections are in place for the good of everyone. You act without oversight.
We crows are the oversight.
And yet, here we are, awash in Antam. And now, you've angered the Butcher.
There's also the gods.
Excuse me?
They're using the Antam and making them monsters.
And the Butcher?
You two were right. He had help taking the city. Human traitors.
I didn't want to believe it. Killing the Butcher does nothing if someone could just sell us out again.
I'd start right here. You Talons are known for infighting and betrayal.
You're accusing them? One of their crows died for this contract.
That's enough. Rook, thank you for finishing that contract. The only reward we have is to ask you for more.
We're allies. Of course I'll help.
Evenchi is right about one thing. The Butcher will not like that we're fighting back.
We need to be ready. Rook, I will have every crow tracking this traitor and the gods, and we will send word when we find something.
The stakes are too high. This should be left to proper officials.
Go back to filing trade receipts, Evenchi. The crows rule Antiva.
And Treviso will be free. With or without you, Governor.